Well, I'm not saying the Browns are guaranteed to lose. I'm just saying it's probably unlikely the Browns are going to win. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Browns Breakdowns, proud partners of Fanatic Elves Network, Fans for Sports Network. So, before we get started, I'd like to introduce you guys, if you guys haven't already seen it, to the greatest coffee you'll ever taste in your entire life. Right there, Hempstead Coffee Roasters. You use that referral code that I just pointed to. We get 15%. Again, like I said, greatest coffee you'll ever taste in your life. It probably will change your life, and if it doesn't, then you must have a problem, because I promise you this coffee will and can change your life for the better, obviously. Greatest coffee you'll ever taste. Amazing company. Use your referral code right there. We get 15% whenever you purchase anything, so go check them out, please. But on to the actual Browns game. So we play the Ravens, like I said. It's not going to be an easy game. The Ravens are very good, unfortunately, and they're 5-2. We're 1-6. Hopefully, the Ravens, they do have a few injured players, which may help. I still don't think we're going to win, but it's a noon game. It's at Cleveland, so we get home field advantage if that means anything. But the Ravens are one of the best teams in the NFL. They're top 5, maybe even top 3, depending on where you put them. Some people have them as number 1. I personally don't agree with that, but they're a quite good team, and they're not going to be fun to play against, because again, they are a very good team. They have a lot of good players on their team. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry has obviously been amazing this year. You've got all these players that have been quite good this year, and the Ravens have a good team. Let's be honest. I know how much we hate the Ravens, but unfortunately, they have a good team. They're not going to make it past the AFC Championship, but they have a good team. And it's not going to be a fun game. It's going to be quite tough. Of course, we obviously don't have Deshaun Watson. I couldn't think of his name for some reason. He is out. That's fine. That's not a bad thing. It sucks, but it's not a bad thing. So Deshaun Watson obviously is out. So we'll see what this turns into. But it's most, and then James Winston is starting. It's going to be mostly a can the Ravens beat us game, and the Ravens can beat us. I don't have a great idea of what exactly we're looking at this game, but just expect somewhere between 20 to 30 point loss. I just don't think the Browns are going to win this game. But let's look at the injury report. All right, so Browns, we have Grant Delpit with a wrist. He's unspecified. We don't have anything for him. Then we have Jerome Ford, who is out. We have Ronnie Hickman, ankle injury, DNP on all 3 days. He's out. Jordan Hicks had an elbow and triceps, DNP on all 3 days. He is out as well. And then Wyatt Teller was limited on Wednesday and Thursday, and then full on Friday. He's questionable. And Jedrick Wills, wait, hold on. Yeah, I messed everything up. Jedrick Wills still dealing with that knee injury. He is a DNP on all 3 days. He's out. Then they have Rasheen Ali. He is out for the Ravens, by the way. DNP all 3 days. He's out. Jalen Armour Davis. He is limited on Wednesday, full on Thursday, Friday. He's questionable. Zay Flowers, DNP on Wednesday, Thursday, limited on Friday. He's questionable. Marlon Humphrey is doubtful. He's not going to play, most likely. I'm expecting like 95% chance he's not going to play. Then you have Travis. I guess technically it could be Travis. DNP on Wednesday, limited on Thursday, Friday. He's questionable. TJ Tampa, that's a cool name. DNP in all 3 days. He's out. And then Nate Wiggins, he is DNP on Wednesday, full on Thursday, then limited on Friday. He's questionable. So the big guy is obviously Marlon Humphrey. He is a great player for the Ravens, and without him, their defense is going to be lacking a little bit. They don't really need the defense, though, because their offense is quite good, because they have players like Derrick Henry, who has been really good this year. I'm pretty sure he's on pace to beat the single season rushing record right now. He's been amazing. Lamar has been pretty good. Their defense has been good. The Ravens just have a good team. Let's be honest. It sucks to say the Ravens are just a good team, and we're not gonna have fun in this game. Like I said before, it's not gonna be fun. We're playing Jameis Winston, who knows how he can do. He might be great. He might suck. You never really know with Jameis Winston. Then we're dealing with injured offensive line. We're dealing with Nick Chubb is back, by the way. He will be playing not max reps. I don't think he's going to be getting max reps. I think he's going to get around 12 to 14 touches this game, but he's not maxed out yet. But we're missing Amari Cooper from that trade, obviously, which I think still was a good idea. We're missing Deshaun Watson. Our offensive line is beat up. Our defense is beat up. This just isn't going to be fun. I'm expecting a quite large loss, and I know it sucks to say that, but this team is dealing with a lot of injuries. Now, of course, this is the first game where we're going to not have Kevin Stefanski calling the plays, so we'll see if that changes anything. I don't think it's going to change much, but we'll see if it does end up changing anything. It could be, oh, yeah. Well, I don't have to yawn. It probably won't change a whole lot, but I mean, you never really know. It could change something. I don't think it will, though. So, I mean, the whole coach thing is important to pay attention to as well, because if Kevin Stefanski leaves play calling and then the new guy comes in and the offense explodes and does really good, Stefanski is going to be even under more criticism because his offense sucked and the new guy, the offensive coordinator's offense, was fine. Now, if the offensive coordinator's offense sucks as well, then obviously it is going to change the whole aspect of things. But this change in coaching is going to change a lot. Changing quarterback is going to change a lot. Jameis Winston can either be great or awful, like I said. He has a good wide receiver core right now. I mean, right now, other than the offensive line, the offense is quite actually good. Our receivers are young and healthy. They're pretty good. Nick Chubb is back. Our quarterback can be good. And then our offensive line is beat up. So we don't have a bad team right now. It's just injuries and people aren't performing the way we needed them to perform. So hopefully we can figure something out in this game. I'd love to win. That would be amazing. It might ruin a draft pick, but honestly, I want to beat the Ravens because I hate them. But it doesn't look like we're going to win by any stretch of the imagination. So let's do advertisements real quick. All right, we are back here on Browns Breakdowns. So we were just talking about how we're not going to beat the Ravens. I don't know, we technically could. I'll give my stat and score predictions at the end of the episode in about 5 minutes-ish. But now I want to talk about the future of this coaching staff and what exactly this game means for that specific future. Because right now, Kevin Stefanski is not calling plays anymore. That happened a few days ago. I'm not shocked. Now that his scapegoat guy is gone, he's not going to be calling. I mean, why would you? When the one guy that you can blame literally everything on is gone, you need to get out of that situation immediately. But right now, Kevin Stefanski is no longer the play caller, and we're going to have the offensive coordinator as the play caller, which is what we've wanted for a while now. What that means for Kevin Stefanski and what that means for his future of the team is two different possibilities. One, the offense blows up, everything goes horribly, this whole team falls apart, we lose, right? What that will do is that will point, that's what Kevin Stefanski, that's good for Kevin Stefanski, because what that means is it points to Kevin Stefanski as not the problem. He wasn't the problem. Our offensive coordinator now calling plays can't change anything. Nick Chubb being back, all these things, Deshaun Watson being gone, it points to Kevin Stefanski as not the fault. I still think he is the fault somewhat, but not fully the fault. He wasn't at fault for all of this stuff. But then if the offense pops off, we score 35 points. James Winston blows out 290 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nick Chubb goes off and all this crazy stuff. Then it's going to backfire in Kevin Stefanski's face, because that will mean that he might have actually been the problem. And now, obviously, Stefanski can still point to Deshaun Watson a little bit, but it'll also point out that the play calling that Kevin Stefanski had and now doesn't have, the offense blows up and every single time he's calling, but when it isn't calling, they go off and they go crazy. And that will backfire in Kevin Stefanski's face, and he will have to deal with now being the epitome of the scrutiny of this team now, because they were looking at all the play calling, and the other player, the offensive coordinator, now calls plays, and look at that, the offense does great. So it's really just those are the two possibilities. Obviously, I don't know what Kevin Stefanski wants. I'd assume that he does not want the one where he gets scrutinized even further. Again, he's not going anywhere this year. Doesn't matter if the Browns never win another game this year. He's not going anywhere this year. He'll be fired next year. You don't fire someone after winning Coach of the Year. You just don't. Unfortunately, I know how much people want him fired now, but you just can't. That just doesn't happen anymore. I've used the example a million times. It's the same as if Nick Saban or the Michigan coach or all these players, they won a title and then only won 8 games the next year. You can't just fire them because they just won the title. And it's different in college because obviously you only have 4 years with a player. You know, just look at Michigan right now. They were best team in the world. They won all these games. They won the title. Now they're 4-3 and not even in the top 25. Hooray. I hate Michigan. Michigan can go drink Dead Sea water for the rest of their lives. I don't know. I don't like Michigan. I'm a Michigan State fan, so I like them different. I dislike them differently than Ohio State fans do. Ohio State fans don't like them because you guys can't seem to beat them in the rivalry game for some reason. We can't either, but at least we have the excuse that we just suck. You guys don't. You guys are always the best and somehow lose, but that's beside the point. So hopefully we, I feel like I have to sneeze, but it's not actually. I hate this. I hate everything. Anyway, if you're just listening, you're probably confused. Voice crack. Anyway, let's do stat predictions. I'm going to say right now, we're going to lose 35-10. I think we're going to get crushed. It's going to suck. Yes, but I think we're going to get destroyed. I think it's going to be a 35-10. I think we're going to get blown out. If you have any of the Raven players on fantasy, start them this week. I think we're just going to get beaten down. I don't think it's going to be fun. I'm going to say Jameis Winston, 210 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I'm going to say Nick Chubb around 13 carries, 75-ish yards. I'm going to say then for the Ravens, obviously 35 points. I'm going to say Lamar Jackson, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, and no interceptions. And I'm going to say Derrick Henry around 18 carries, 130 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then I'm going to say the other touchdown will either come from an interception or a fumble or a different running back getting a touchdown. I'm going to say that's my stat prediction for now. So right now we are at 35-10. Browns lose is going to be my stat prediction / score prediction. It sucks, and I hate predicting stuff like this. We're going against the 3rd best team in the NFL, maybe even first, depending on where you put them. I mean, you could say it goes Lions, Chiefs, Ravens. You could say it goes Ravens, Lions, Chiefs. You could say it goes Chiefs, Ravens, Lions. There's a million ways you could put the top 3. Those are my top 3, by the way. It is Lions, Chiefs, Ravens. I've been editing my what do you call it? I don't know. I have power rankings. So right now, we're going to lose. I hate to say it, but we're going to lose. It sucks, but there's nothing. No one in their right mind should be expecting the Browns to win. And if I'm wrong, that's perfectly fine. I don't think we're going to win. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let's pause the music, go down here, and outro. So thank you guys all for, wow, my camera quality is all good. What the heck? Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all will join me this Wednesday. So October 30th. Hopefully you all hang out and join me then. Go Browns. Can we not lose this game? That'd be awesome. I hate the Ratbirds. I hope the Ravens never win another game. See you all later. Bye.